I gotta be honest, for it being an old RV score, it really was a trooper. But it's time for it to go. But we got an upgrade. So, if you didn't watch my other video about this thing, it burned up right here on this little capacitor down in here, the resistor. It fried it, almost tried to catch on fire. I had to unplug it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the breakers out of it and all the fuses and everything, and then probably just discard the box. If I'm going to keep anything, it'll be the upper, because the upper can still be used as a 110. You just disconnect all the DC side lines out of everything up here, and you can still use this as a 30 amp electrical box, only for AC, all right, not for DC. But the cool part is, woohoo, we got an upgrade. So I figured I'd save the unboxing because everybody kind of likes this stuff. I noticed on YouTube there was a lot of unboxing videos going around, so I figured I'll link it all together. But this one right here was one that we ordered, and honestly, I looked at it. Let's see, Fortron Source, I guess, or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. Yep. Fortron Source. That's what's this one. It's a AC to DC converter charger, a TPN3 model 45 and 55 amp, and 3-stage charge options. Ooh, that's cool. Cool. That's awesome. Well, why not have it, right? I had a 30 amp, that's what that one was, and since I live in this giant bus that's 36 feet long and pretty much titled as a Class A conversion, you might as well go with the big boy, right? But, oh, I gotta tell you guys this. You know, everybody was talking about all my wiring in the rest of my videos, all my extension cords. I'm still running on that power with no problems, by the way, plus my solar panel backup too, which is my off-grid power, obviously, for living in a bus. But the funny thing is I'm plugged in with a couple of things. I took my refrigerator off my battery circuit and all the rest of the stuff. And I'm running no problem off the extension cords that I had ran through this entire bus, and always have been, honestly, every time I've ever plugged in. The alternator, I'm in the process of testing out the other motor, so I'll do some videos on that, just because that one was a hot topic. A lot of people thought I was nuts. So be it. But I got to get to that first. In order to do that, I had to remove some of this stuff to make some more room. But anyway, so yeah, it comes with this nice little manual right here, which I'll read later. But I want to take a look at this thing, because this one is the one without wires into the back, because I'm going to be doing a whole remodel, and I'd like to be able to plug my wires directly into the box when I run them, instead of doing the butt splice connection that most people do. So I gotta say, the packaging on this was pretty good. The face, not so much. At least it's a metal. Well, no, it's a hard plastic, but the back is plastic. It's okay. Not really, you know, something I would look for being super tough. It comes with all your fuses, but it does not come with all of your breakers. So keep that in mind, okay, if you're going to order one of these. I'll bring the manual in real quick so you can get a really good look at that. There you go. That's the manual for the one that we got. And this will be the upgrade. This will go into the back wall behind the bed once I put that back wall up and do some moving around and reconfiguring. The water tank and everything is back there, so I gotta make sure it's empty, disconnect it, disconnect all the water lines, move the whole kitchen just to start the project for this. So, and that kitchen's actually going right here, right next to me. The passenger seat is right here. The driver's seat is that one right there. So, and this is my fly tying desk with my thrift store finds, which I'll go through later. But this particular box, honestly, not that bad. It's definitely not like a very high, like, resistance for, you know, being banged around and stuff. So honestly, you know, when you go to mount one of these, make sure that your mounting area is nice and secure and stuff like that. I noticed the inside screws on the inside down in here, They're actually not even your square peg like you'd find on most normal electrical panels. They're actually a Phillips screw, which is kind of cool. This is what the inside of the box looks like. So it looks like it has a panel that you can remove once you're done with the installation. It's got extra breaker slots that you can add more breakers to. And then when you flip it around, it's that nice little kind of, you pull it down a little bit, it locks back up, you kind of drop it and pull down. So if you pull up and try to open it, you're going against the clip. As you can see, the clip right there, it locks, and then if you go up, it doesn't want to lock, so you got to go down and open, okay? And then the back, like I said, this thing's encased in plastic. So it has all your terminal connections in the back. You've got your 1/2 inch, looks like you've got your 3/4 inch, and there's 8 1/2 inch over here, 5 on that side. Square peg, just in case, you never know, some of them have generator links and stuff that they go in. I have an automatic transfer switch, so I'm not really worried about that. I just plug the other half of it into this and I'm good to go. I run my DC, I run my 110, pow, 50 amp, perfect. So, this is definitely cool. I'm gonna try and get this wired in as soon as I possibly can, which means I have a lot of work to do. So as I'm doing this work, I'll go ahead and post up different videos and show you the different equipment that I got as I'm moving it, because when I move it, a lot of it's actually going into the location where it's going to be built into the new remodel. So in the meantime, if you're interested about any of the fly tying stuff, let me know. I've actually got this one right here that I tied up, and I'm going to do a little bit of a cleanup on it. I know it's really hard to see from that far away, but it's that guy right there. And I'm thinking about calling him the Snot Rocket. Either that, or I'm going to call this one the Snot Rocket. I think I might call this one the Loogie. Okay? But I got to find out if the names exist first, and then I got to find out if the fly design is too close to another pattern before I go ahead and do it. But yeah, either the Loogie or the Snot Rocket. I haven't figured it out yet. I'll probably call this one Loogie. You know, it just looks really cool, but I also got to get some more material for that. But in the meantime, I've got one more item that I'm going to show you that we got for the bus. And this is just a trial thing. We got it from Home Depot. And it was one of these solar powered lights that you get, that you can put at your house. Now the cool thing is, these are wall mount, right? Well, buses, as everyone knows, has the steel mirror construction. And this is only going to be one of those things that I'm going to put on and be like, how's it work while I'm parked? So I'm just going to find one of the old screw holes for one of the old mounts and stuff, and I'm just going to go ahead and anchor this thing directly to that. But supposedly, this would be a nice thing because it's a motion sensor light that's solar charged, and you're good to go. You've got an internal battery and all that stuff. So I really shouldn't have to worry too much about batteries dying or anything like that, which is always really important in the bus world. You hate it when batteries die, especially your battery bank. You're like, oh no, I'm doomed. Firing up generators, all kinds of stuff, freaking out. Oh wow, actually, hey, that'll work really good. Yep, so where you put your normal screw hole, I'll go ahead and be able to put a little mini bolt through there and have no problems mounting it right here, so that I've got a motion sensor camera right at the entrance of my bus going outside down the length of my bus, so when somebody walks up to my door at night, I see it. The cool thing is this thing is tiny. It's like almost the size of a baseball, which is awesome. And then on top of that, you can see you've got your motion sensor eye right there. You've got your light up front. And hopefully it works pretty good. I mean, it's obviously not dark, and it's probably going to take some time to charge the thing, but it works pretty well. It's got a little test button on the back. Actually, it's the on switch right there in the back. Right on the back right there, right there. There's that little on switch right there, which is actually pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and install this if I can today, and we're going to try it out for the night and see what happens. But that's about all I got for bus upgrades right now that I'm going to unbox. I have another one, but it is too big to unbox and do on this video, because that one's going to be an unboxing where it's going to go in its actual location. And also, Oh, isn't that cute? They send you a little thank you card. Thank you for buying our product. I don't know if you can read that. Yeah, barely. Yeah, there it goes. Thank you. I know it's always backwards. But anyway, at least to me, maybe not to you. Who knows? And then they give you the manual for it. But anyway, you guys take care. I'll see you next time. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up, get all this stuff taken care of, get this other verter hucked out to the trash, and not worry about that thing anymore. Get everything else moved so that I can install the wall and be good to go. All right, so I'll see you next time. And yeah, you guys keep on trucking along out there in the bus world, because I know everything turns into a headache at one point or another when you own one of these things. All right, so I hope you liked the video. I hope some of the information was helpful. If it was, leave a like on it and let me know. Other than that, share it with a friend if you would, and if you want to subscribe, cool. If not, no worries. But I think about 90-something%, like there's a really high percentage that aren't. So think about it, all right? I'll see you guys next time. Take care, and thank you for watching.